If you're a freelance videographer with absolutely no certainty of what your next job is going to be, then allow us to share 3 proven steps to run a successful videography business, beginning with determining your niche and your market.
It's always nice to find a market or a niche that perhaps you're passionate about yourself, because then at the end of the day you're gonna enjoy every day of work. You're gonna be working and servicing a market or an industry that you personally are interested in. So I think if you can determine what that might be, it's you're going to be a much happier in what you do every day.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help you long term wise, because in the harder times it'll help you get up in the morning to go do things. So I 100% agree with you there. So I guess if you can find, so you're saying there, if you can find something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Okay. Now give us an example of, I know, for example, you love running.
Yep.
Give us just an example there of using maybe that as a potential market.
Yeah. For example, like in the running or the athletics space, I've seen a few guys out there that over time they've created content for that industry, and it's definitely something that does take time. But I think if you are consistent and you keep creating good content for that space, then that space starts to take interest in what you're doing, and then things will follow on from that. So yeah, I've definitely seen guys that are passionate about that. They're doing passion projects, working with local athletes or smaller sports brands, and now those larger sports brands are bringing them on. They're even going overseas to shoot different events and content for them. So I think it's just sort of proof that if you're consistent within that space that you're passionate about, people eventually are going to take notice.
Yeah, and that kind of leads into our second topic. But before we go there, you're completely right with what you're saying there. If you find something that you're passionate about, so in this case, you told me this morning the story of this guy that found he really loves running, and then he started going, you know what, he looked at that industry and looked at it and said, look, well, it's quite a big industry. There's a lot of running brands.
Yep.
There's a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah.
And then he kind of looked at what other people are creating content in the running space, and how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because there's also opportunity there. Maybe there's too many people creating content, good content, or maybe there's not the right type of content, and that's where determining your niche, your market, with the first topic we're doing now.
Yep.
That's where you can be. You know what? There is opportunity. I love running. There is opportunity. Bang, I'm going to go with that market.
Yep.
Then it leads into the second topic, which is developing your own style.
Yeah.
That sort of comes back from what's the opportunity. So you kind of got to look at that market and the opportunity there. And then let's say in this case with this guy you're telling me about this morning, he went then off, did he go off and then create his own style? And then
I think with style, everyone who's sort of a creative themselves realize probably it takes some time. And I think it is, getting influenced by the other things that you're, I guess, interested in life, in a creative aspect. But over time, your style will develop and it will become more unique to who you are.
Yeah. And
I think, leaning into that as much as you can and trying to, I guess, not copy what's been done before you.
It's using little bits from people.
Yeah.
Because I think that's how we as just in general, as people, the human race, we grow. It's you take a little bit from there, you take a little bit from there.
Yeah.
But why style? Why is it so important to kind of find your style?
Yep.
And be very consistent on that style?
When brands or businesses do look to engage with you, they're going to look at your content. They're going to see there's a consistent I guess look or something that reflects their brand, and they want to be a part of that.
Because you're right, they're looking for consistency. They look at when they're trying to find someone that can portray their brand, they're looking for someone that they know keeps doing the same good thing. I'm confident that if we invest into this creative or this videographer, that they're going to produce the same quality for our brand.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have let's say have so many different styles and they're oh, I love what he's done here but I don't like what he's done there, it's a bit unpredictable.
And if they can see, like you say, your style is something that they can connect with, and it's going to reflect their brand or business and the way they want to be seen, then they're going to reach out and engage with you because of that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a whole rabbit hole that we can go down with style, because it's, I guess, in a way, as a creative, you're building a brand too. So if you're creating a style, people will remember you. That's like your identity, and it's just the best way. Like with our business, with Biz Video, we've chosen a market within the builder space, for example, and we've taken that market and then we kind of dissected it and then moved to like, cool, we created a style, but we created a style in the way of things that we enjoy making, but also like something that they really needed as a builder space.
Yep.
So you're at the stage now where you know your market, you know who you really like working with.
Yep.
And then it's kind of like, cool, okay, you figured out the style that you like to create in that direction, that niche. Now, the third thing is obviously you've got to come now and you've got to package it up. You've got to bring an offer.
Yeah.
Like for that market space, like let's say, for example, the running is like, how do you now create an offer that they are willing to invest in?
I think the easiest and the best way to go about that is talking with those clients or potential clients and really working out where they have problems and where you might be the solution.
Yeah, so it's like you say there, it's asking those questions to these clients, but then even going like why and go even deeper. A lot of times, if you ask a client, so like a running brand, like what is it that you're struggling with? Yeah, they'll tell you something very surface level. They'll say, yeah, we're struggling to sell like our specific running shoes or whatever. But you gotta even go deeper and deeper so that you can uncover the problem of like, maybe the problem is they're not posting enough and they're not posting content that's relevant and that's not connecting to their audience. Yeah. Maybe their audience need to be emotionally like connected even more. Yeah. Which means now that when you create the offer and the videos or the stories, you're going to have to maybe create an offer of type of stories that you create need to be very emotionally evoking. Yeah. Which might mean it's a bit more work that you're going to put in, which means you're going to have to, make the prices worth your while. That's it. And like you say, and it might be even consistency. So within that package, it might be in you're offering a number of different things that the client's really going to see a lot of value in, whether it's stories or if it's stills that then go with that. But I guess sitting down, talking with them, understanding where they're really struggling and where you might be able to be that solution, and then hearing what they've got to say and then creating an offer that they're going to struggle to say no to. Exactly. And what you'll find, just to kind of finish off with that, like you'll find once you've created the offer and you started doing work, over time you'll get feedback from them. Yeah. Some things might not work. Some things will work, and you might even do more of that. Yeah. And then you'll start seeing what gets results for them as well. Yeah. So you've got to constantly not be scared of failing in like what you're proposing to them. Yeah. Do it, revisit it, ask them like what really worked. Look at the analytics. Yeah. And then you can even create a better offer in a way. That's it. So that future clients. That's it. I think it's, creating an offer or package that can service them, but over time that's going to evolve and that's going to develop too. And it's like you say, you're talking with those clients and you're working out what is working, what's not. And you start doing less of the things that don't work and more of the things that do. And then that just has a flow-on effect. Yeah, that's it. No, that's cool, man. But yeah, I think just to kind of summarize what we've got today, Mark, is, 3 steps to become a successful videographer. Number 1, like find your market. And there's a few things in there, like what do you like doing? Where's opportunity, etc. Number 2 is create your style. So create the type of style so that it becomes very consistent for other brands and people to see you and go, yeah, this guy's very consistent. I've got confidence in working with them. Yep. But then you've got to create a third thing, which is the most important. This is where your lifeblood comes from, is the offer. That's it. Creating an offer that they will want to invest in and go, yeah, man, like I want you to shoot content for us every month. Yeah. Yep. And that's like the best way to get people like really into you and have you, you know, have them sign up with you for every month or the whole year or whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
cool. Awesome, man. Thanks for being in this morning, Mark, and everyone else. If you guys have any questions whatsoever for Mark or for this channel, please put it down there. We're very excited and we just love what we do every day. So
thanks, man.